Yo, this was a very good episode of Shouwa Rakugo. Yo. It's finally coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Not really the series, but more so Yakumo's inevitable death. I mean, last week's episode technically foreshadowed his coming death to begin with, and now we are at the episode right now to where right in the beginning he is sent to the hospital, and we will go more in depth on that later, but he is sent to the hospital. And what I loved about this part of the episode is when he is sent to the hospital, Konatsu as well as Yotaro have no idea what to do. They are both worrying about him, but at the same time they each play their respective roles. Konatsu goes with Yakumo to take care of him, make sure everything is all right, and just be there for him in general, while Yotaro has to stay at the theater and continue on the show. The show must go on. But deep down inside, while we see him playing Rakugo, you can definitely tell his voice starting to pitching. You can definitely tell that. And by the end of his Rakugo, you see him bowing as well as crying, because this whole time he was worrying about, Yakumo, his teacher, and also, he was keeping all of those feelings in. He had to play Rakugo while keeping those feelings in, and in the back of his mind, he can only think about Yakumo. So I really felt bad for the guy. I really, really did. And just seeing that expression on his face, like that was heart-wrenching. That was heart-wrenching. So now we revert on over to the part of the episode into which Yotaro is giving. We revert on over to the other part of this episode to where we see Yotaro actually communicating with another individual. I can't really remember who it was, forgive me on that, but he is talking to another individual about the theater that they are in at that given moment in time, and I believe it was the same theater that Yotaro was playing at, and we learned that Yakumo, has been playing at this theater technically his whole life, and this theater was made all the way back in, I think they said the Taigo era. I can't remember, forgive me on that, but it was a theater going a long way back, and many people used to play Rakugo here, including Yotaro in the past, and now it is up for remodeling. Sure, it is old, cramped, and about to fall apart. And let me just say right now, what I just said right there also foreshadows Yotaro's death, okay? Now, it is old, cramped, and about to break down. That's the whole reason why it has to be remodeled in the first place. But the guy who was talking to Yotaro even says that while I do know that this place must be remodeled, it will never be the same again. The atmosphere will no longer be here, not having, Yakumo here, not being able to do his Rakugo here, nothing will ever be the same. And he hands over a letter to Yotaro and basically tells him best wishes to Yakumo. I really do hope he comes out of this. And of course, Yotaro is very optimistic, and he's like, I know he will wake up. And what I loved about that scene is what the individual was saying about the theater as to how Yotaro's Rakugo has influenced so many people, as well as Rakugo itself, including Sukeroku, and also Yotaro's style of Rakugo has also influenced people and has technically brought a new generation to Rakugo. So not only is he influencing other, people to start Rakugo, but he has also, changed the way on Rakugo in and of itself. So that is one thing I really liked about that whole conversation of Yotaro and the individual who he was talking to. That was probably the highlight of this episode. So by the final part of this episode, Konatsu and Yotaro finally make it to the hospital, and we see that Yakumo is actually starting to wake up. However, at the same time, while I know that he has woken up, most likely this doesn't look good for him, okay? I'm pretty sure we all know that as viewers. The guy is old. He has been doing Rakugo for a very long time, but yet has had technically many illnesses if you really think about it. And the guy really can't just perform like he used to, is what I'm trying to say. And we are starting to see him wear out as an individual. So most likely, maybe by next episode, we might end up seeing, Yakumo die. And this is where we're going to see Yotaro carry on for the next generation of Rakugo. And Yotaro, in the back of his mind, especially Konatsu, know that he is most likely going to die. They don't want to think that, though, because they want him to stay alive because of the fact he is simply family. But I'm pretty positive that either next episode or maybe even the episode after that, most likely we're gonna see Yakumo's inevitable death. So we have definitely seen a lot of foreshadowing when it comes to Yakumo's inevitable death. Not only that, but we saw that in this episode, the foreshadowing of the theater. Okay? How, it has all made an impact on everyone's life. The Rakugo style Yakumo himself, the way on how he did Rakugo. It almost seems like they are talking about that, if Yakumo ends up dying, it will never be the same place again. So when you usually, talk about stuff like that, most likely that things aren't looking good and things can get really bad from here on out. So, also, by the end of this episode, we see that once Yakumo ends up waking up, he states, can't let go then. Or haven't let go then. That's what he states. This is where we see that, he still carries on the guilt of Sukeroku's death. And most likely, he is going to announce this to everyone about, him and Sukeroku. What happened between the two of them. How he feels guilty about his death. And once everyone is going to hear about that, it's going to get very emotional. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. Oh, man. This season of Rakugo has been really awesome. I will say that. The emotional impact that this season has, season 1 was, it really did have an interesting plot, I will say that, and how it led into this season, but this season has just been, filled with emotions, now because, Yotaro is old, we're into the new generation of Rakugo, and we basically know how the story is going to pan out to a certain extent, but man, this season, it's been quite awesome. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys are enjoying this season of Rakugo, as well as let me know your thoughts as do you think in the next episode or so we will see Yakumo's inevitable death, because I personally think that he will end up dying by the next episode or two. But yeah, I really can't wait to see what's in store for the next episode of Rakugo. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.